That's right, people. I want to welcome you out to the show tonight. Real talk with Ray Massey, RAW and UNCUT. Hold on, I got shit going on in the background. Come on, man. How about a default typo right there? But nonetheless, people, we got tech difficulties going on, but that's not going to stop the show tonight. All right, I'm in full effect. And, we're going to talk about some interesting stuff tonight. All right. Big shout out to Spreaker.com. All right. Spreaker.com is beautiful. If you have not followed the show, all right, at Spreaker, don't worry. There's other ways to follow the show. People, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right. So if you're checking this out right now on my YouTube, what I need you to do is smash, all right, the subscribe button. Hit a like, all right, so you can definitely be in tune with what's going on when I drop a show, nonetheless. And also follow me on Facebook at The Ray Massey Show, all right? That's The Ray Massey Show. Definitely tune in right there because content is also being dropped on that page as well. Instagram, _Ray_Massey_Show. Follow me on Instagram at that. Also on Twitter, people, all right? At Real Talk with Ray Massey. Listen, we are getting into it nonetheless. Now, it's been a while, all right, since I've did a show, due to various reasons, people, all right? We ain't got to get into all the bullshit, but nonetheless, we are here right now, 2020, and it's safe to say that a lot is going on. We're in the middle of an election. As a matter of fact, we're at the end of an election, all right? These are facts. They're tallying up the votes, as they say. The votes are being tallied up. Right now, it's a red and blue situation, people, all right? When I say red and blue, meaning Democratic and Republican. This is politics, people. It got to be a winner. It got to be a loser, all right? In everything that we do. Let's just talk politics for a minute before we get into the news, because I got a few stories in the news that got to be handled. Nonetheless. Now, but before I do, I got to deal with the election. I want to get that out the way first. We got Donald Trump and we got Joe Biden, all right? It's a lot of different scenarios and a lot of different ideologies that have been thrown around about the situation, all right, due to the stuff that's going on behind the scenes that, the general public just cannot see, all right? The agendas, as they would say. A whole lot of stuff has been said, all right? A lot of conspiracy theories have been thrown out in the air. If you follow YouTube or even look at it, you would see that it's a lot of information on the internet, people, all right? This is the information era, obviously, and people are getting notified of things. And a lot of people are waking up, you know what I'm saying? Usually it would be like people, get the hell from up under a rock. But I must say, as I look around now, time has passed, people, and people are getting the hell from up under a rock, all right? A lot of people are starting to, quote unquote, wake up. Serious shit right there. And, you know what I'm saying? The election is over. You know what I'm saying? The polls are closed. And all of the votes that have been taken are being tallied up. And a lot of people are in a frenzy right now. And as I look at CNN and Fox, you know what I'm saying, the mainstream media, all right, the numbers are so up and down, it's crazy. It's like Biden's losing, then he's winning, then Trump is dominating, then Biden is, it's like, it's so up and down, but this is politics, people. So it's like, we'll never know really until that day they announce it, all right? So with that being said, what changes are really going to happen? You know what I'm saying? Let's sit back and think. Me being a black American, quote unquote, all right? how is the presidency going to help me? All right. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. And that ties into a lot what I want to talk about tonight as well, people, about, you know, Ice Cube's contract with Black America. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to touch on that a tad bit tonight. You know what I'm saying? Ice Cube's contract with Black America, people. All right. And I haven't, you know, even really looked up any information about the contract, people. I just been, you know, doing my homework on what other people have been basically reporting on the situation. You know, when you look at CNN, because, you know, obviously Ice Cube was on CNN, you know what I'm saying, getting the record straight. He's not playing no games with obviously white America, people. Let's just call it what it is, all right? Calling the spade for what I see. He's setting the record straight because he feel like people are playing with his name, all right? Gotta pardon my microphone, people. It's all in the way. But he ain't letting you twist these words up, all right? Because this is what I got out of this thing as well. Let me break it down real quick, all right? He had a contract, all right? It had stipulations in there. It had demands. It had a lot as far as what, you know, Black America is concerned, all right? Let's get that understood. Now, he took it to the Democratic Party and he took it to the Republican Party. Now, here's where this thing gets real fishy at, and this because, you know, Ice Cube said this, you know, and it's on record. He going to people in power who can make, you know, he going to, you know, the Democratic and the Republican Party. He going, look, y'all are the people who can make things happen through Congress, this and that, you know, get bills passed. All right. You got to sign off on things. Well, look, this is what it is right here. Now, the Democratic Party say, yo, after the election, we'll see what's up. We'll give you a holler. This is what the Democrats said. Obviously, you know, Biden's camp. Now, Trump's camp actually sat down with Ice Cube. Try this. All right. Heard him out. And people want to write their own narratives, but let's just call it what it is. He said he was going to both of them from the jump. He finna see what's popping. He willing to work with, you know, anybody in power who can make some things change. They want to make this shit happen. People tried to write the narrative like he rode with Trump just because Trump's camp, all right, wanted to actually look at it right then and there, and they didn't want to play no games with it. They wanted to have to sit down and see what the Black contract to Black America was all about, all right? So now we're talking about actions. Fuck words. Let's get into it. Right now we're talking about actions. Basically, the Republicans took action, people. All right. Biden's camp obviously was concerned about the presidency. You know what I'm saying? Getting Biden in office, if you will. Didn't take time. But Trump's camp actually took time. His team sat down, I guess, and, you know, had a conversation about it. Looked over some things and you know, obviously had a decent conversation from what I'm getting out of it. So I don't know how, you know, words would get twisted. I don't know how people will write narratives that's not, it's not true, people. So with that being said, obviously there are ulterior motives, all right? And this is Ray Massey. I'm just kicking my own commentary on this thing, people. I haven't commented on much. There's been a lot going on in the world besides politics, you know what I'm saying? And I might even touch on that a little bit tonight. You know what I'm saying? I got 45 minutes of airtime. I just might use the whole 45, you know? Nonetheless, this is the most controversial and opinionated, people, internet radio podcast on the south side of the map, all right? The internet is beautiful because it shoots me up the interstate and across the world. And that's 50 states wide, people, and that's even international. Shout out to the fan club over there in Bangkok. Listen, it's getting wicked out here in politics, all right? I just broke down a situation right there where Ice Cube shouldn't have to explain himself on that shit, but goddamn it, this is Ice Cube, all right? He got a track record of setting the goddamn record straight, nonetheless. And at some point, people, we got to get the fuck into it. Simple. And shout out to Koi CBD, all right? They sponsored the show tonight. All right, that's KOI. That's KOI. CBD, all right? That's in South Haven, Mississippi. You definitely want to look that up. Tune in. Look, listen. CBD is for healing, people, all right? And I'm going to leave it at that. Educate yourself about the plant and get you some good flowers nonetheless. Healing is not far away. Nonetheless, that's KOI CBD. That's KOI, and they're located in South Haven, Mississippi. Let's get into it, people, nonetheless. Now, politics is gangster, people, all right? More gangster than you could ever imagine. You're seeing some of it now. Listen, I was a youngin', all right? Much more younger than what I am now. And I think that's when George Bush got in office. They railroaded Al Gore, all right? Let's just keep it, let's put it on a bun right now. Al Gore, he just said the hell with politics as a whole when the Bush League got a hold of his ass, nonetheless. All right? If I had my applause right now, I would applause myself. Real shit. But nonetheless, let's just put it on a bun. Politics get that gangster. And if you can remember the whole thing, all right, that went down when it was Al Gore and George Bush Jr., all right? George Bush took the motherfucking seat. Believe it. But the question is, did he really win it? I guess the game is meant to be sold and not told, people, but nonetheless, we all know who got in office. Now, in my opinion, I think that Trump just might do another, another 4, people, nonetheless. My opinion on that. Things get real interesting when you begin to really connect some dots and break some things down. All right. Take time to reflect. Yo, this is the Ray Massey Show. Listen, don't go nowhere. Right now, I'm going to play. And, this is a reflection type of night, people. Don't get it twisted. I got to pay some bills right now. But when we return, we're going to continue to get this commentary on about politics before I zoom into the next subtopic of tonight's show, people, nonetheless. So I'm going to play my first intro ever. My first intro song, people. All right. I'm reflecting right now on how long it's been. And I'm giving myself quite a few flowers, people, because it's good to, get your flowers and receive them while you're here. Because when you're gone, it's all a myth. It's all a myth at that point, people. It's all a demise. All right. All you got is pictures and videos. Don't you go nowhere, people. This is Ray Massey. I'm getting down and dirty tonight, and this is the Ray Massey Show. Let's get into it. Is that the most opinionated, controversial internet radio show on the south side of the map. This is what it is. You ready to get into it? Get your cup. If you're drinking, if you're smoking, you need to roll up. The show is about to start. Real niggas showing love to all the listeners and viewers. Time to get elevated. And I hope your flavor's loud. If it ain't loud, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's Kelly. Sooner or later, everybody gonna be singing that shit. I'm telling you. Damn, I need to make that shit out of a single. That's right. The most opinionated, controversial internet radio show on the south side of the map. You know what I'm saying? 347 area code 202-0328. That's the number to get that ass in, man. www.blogtalkradio.com/RAY Real talk with Ray Massey. Get into it. Time for takeoff. Shoot. That's right, people. I want to welcome you back to the show. Real talk with Ray Massey, raw and uncut, the most controversial and opinionated internet radio show on the south side of the map. God damn it. Give that shit a round of applause right now. That's right, people. I found the effect button. That's beautiful right there. So we're gonna get into it whenever I feel like I need to, give myself an applause for a point I made, and I feel like it made sense. Shout out to Rashida, Lavender Locks in the building tonight, being a big help over here. Doing a thing. Jotting down my strong points and my weak points of the show. You know what I'm saying? God damn it, give her a round of applause for being a hell of a secretary. All right, nonetheless, people, let's move on with the show. All right, and look, before I, took a break, I was dealing with politics, people, and we was clearly on Ice Cube's contract, with Black America. You know what I'm saying? And we was talking about when he presented the contract to Biden's camp and to Trump's camp. And obviously Trump's camp acted on it right then. They didn't waste no time. And Biden's camp obviously wanted to wait till the election was over. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of politics, if you will, you know what I'm saying, fraternizing would be in effect about that particular situation right there, people. But, time will tell. We'll see what's going on. It's a lot about action right now. Look, listen, let me kind of play devil's advocate right now, you know what I'm saying, and pick your brain nonetheless. Check this out. Let's just take away all of the emotions and the feelings, all right, out of the situation right now. Damn what Trump says, all right? Let's just let's take out the arrogance, all right? Let's take out the narcissism, if you will. And let's just look at it from a business standpoint about what actions have Trump really taken while he's in office. All right. Let's just see. Then, we all know that he's a true white American, if you will. All right. He's gonna say it, and damn it, that's it. He gonna, he stand on his own goddamn word, and he come from, I guess, wealth, people, money. He's always been a businessman, and he's a millionaire. So, with that being said, his mindset is quite different than the most, if you will. So, let's just take all of the narcissism and all of his personality out of it. And let's just see what he's been doing as far as the head of state and handling business as far as the United States of America is concerned. Let's just take a look at that. And if he's been doing a damn good job, you know what I'm saying, and if he's been cleaning up some shit, then let's just look at what he's done. And let's take away all of the bullshit arrogance. All right. Now, if that's the case, if he's been trying to, really get America back on track economically, all right, what bad has Trump really done besides be, himself and talk a whole lot of shit? I'm just playing devil's advocate right now. I'm not a Trump supporter. All right. Let's just, put that on the bun. All right. Not really into politics, people. Not my thing. But me being, a radio personality, me being the host of the show, I'm entitled to talk about these particular situations. All right. Now, shout out to Kanye West. I saw him on the ballot. You understand me? That was crazy. But this thing is getting busy. And it actually has come to an end. People, the votes are they're tallying the votes up. So the actions that Trump has really been taking, what actions has he really been taking while he's been in office? Has he really made the United States of America? Has he made it better than what it was before he got in office? Let's just ask ourselves that question. Bam. Moving on, people. Now, Biden, for example. Let me touch on Biden for a minute. I like Biden, all right? Biden, seems like a very honest American, if you will. He presents himself as a respectful man, all right? Look you in the eye when he talks, sounds sincere when he talks, believable. And you can see the fight in Biden's eye, all right? This is a fact. And I seen the same fight in Bernie Sanders' eye. Shout out to Bernie Sanders. So, with that being said, people, this thing is pretty much a dogfight. And if you check Joe Biden's track record, he has been in politics a long time. I don't know the exact number. And he has been, moving around in politics, making moves for quite some time. So he has experience. And nonetheless, he was President Obama's vice president. So, we can't say that he's inexperienced, all right? He's qualified, people, nonetheless. And it's a whole lot of propaganda, behind the Democrats, all right? A lot of conspiracy theorists would say that the Democrats have an ulterior motive, all right? They say they're behind most of these crazy, militia groups, if you will, all right? Let's just dab into it for a minute. Like I said, I'm playing devil's advocate right now. Follow me. So, let's just say, for instance, hypothetically speaking, that the Democrats are totally in control of Antifa, all right? How about the deep state, if you will? And if you're not familiar with the deep state, I'm going to need you to do some research. I'm not going to get into the deep state, nonetheless. Now, let's just say everybody's connected with the situation, and it's a bigger plot against all humanity, people. How about that? What if somebody's actually trying to stop this crazy plan of a one world government in the United States of America? And just what if Biden's camp is a part of the ulterior motive that these militia groups are up to? You see what I'm saying? Somebody's calling the shots, people, nonetheless. Moving on. Now, another thing I want to talk about tonight on the show, people, concerning a particular situation that is very serious. All right, now, like, I don't know if people are familiar with Jaguar Wright. I'm gonna touch on I got to touch on this again because she is consistently dropping heat. Now, if you're not familiar with Jaguar Wright and her industry, all right, secrets, you know what I'm saying, very, very, very sensitive and vulgar shit that has been going on, secrets, all right, that she knows. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, enough is enough. I don't know if she's scorned or not. I don't know if, I don't look into it that much, but I do my research on the things that are being posted. And you got to follow the heat, people. So, so you have to be in tune. And she been dropping crazy motherfucking heat, people, for about the last damn near 2-3 months or some shit. I'm talking about it hasn't stopped. It started. Well, let me rephrase that. All right, people. Let me go back. Since Malik B. All right, since Malik B. passed, and if you're not familiar with Malik B, he is one of the original members of the legendary group out of Philadelphia, The Roots. All right, you know what I'm saying, one of the original, Malik B. All right, it's like when Malik B passed, she start going the fuck off. And she hasn't stopped. So you can pretty much put the timeline together from then to now. And she been talking a whole lot of shit. And, just recently, all right, allegations that she put on Common, back in the day, she said, on tour bus, she said Common tried to, she actually was asleep, because on tour, people, you have to know that you're tired. All right. When you've been working and y'all done had a show, you know what I'm saying? It got to be some room in there for sleep, obviously. So I guess she went back on the bus and she went to sleep. She said she was waking up and this nigga Common was trying to literally stick his dick in her mouth, like trying to shove his dick in his get the fuck out of here, people. But she went on wax and said this. Come on, man. She went on wax, getting interviewed, and straight up said it. All right. So, and that's not the only thing she said, people. She said things got real funky. She exposed a lot of motherfuckers, people. All right. The names go on and on. I'm trying to broaden your horizon so you can do some research right now. So, all I'm saying is Common finally responded to the Jaguar allegations. Finally. It's been a while. And I ain't gonna lie. When I heard the response he gave, I don't know, man. It was just too fucking smooth to me. You know what I'm saying? It was too like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. These are serious allegations. That's like a sexual harassment charge or some shit. Ain't that like rape or some shit? It ain't rape. What is it, baby? Come on, like sexual harassment. Okay, so I mean, I'm trying to put myself in a situation, people. If I was being sexually harassed, you understand what I'm saying? That'd be some fucked up shit if I was being sexually harassed. Like, and somebody put, I don't know. It's a weird situation to be in. But now, let's flip the shit. Now all of a sudden, somebody said that you sexually harassed them. Look, the Me Too movement is real. All right, we're living in a time where women are doing a lot of amazing things right now. You don't want to fuck with women, all right? It's just one of the groups out here that you don't want to fuck with lately because they're getting shit done. Laws are being passed for women like no other. So with that being said, in the Me Too movement, let me go back to that. This thing is real. Now, in a day like this, if a motherfucker saying that you sexually harassed them, goddamn it, you supposed to be going hard for your motherfucking self. All right, you supposed to goddamn it respond to that way quicker, and you supposed to nip that shit in the bud and clear your motherfucking name. You weren't supposed to go on there like on some soft ass crazy. Oh, like bless Jaguar writes hard. Those allegations. It's not true. I don't know why she would come out. What? Get the fuck out of here, Common. Real shit. I don't know what the. Listen. Nonetheless, people, you know what I'm saying? Real talk with Ray Massey, RAW&UNCUT. Get the fuck into it. God damn. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, man. I would have responded different, all right? If it was me. Hell no, you got me fucked up. Prove it. God damn it. Whatever I gotta do to clear my name, because see, one thing about it, I'm not taking no pussy, all right? I'm not sexually harassing no motherfuckers out here. It's like, get the fuck out of here. I don't know, people, but nonetheless, shout out to Talib Kweli. All right, let me touch on him for a minute. We still on the Jaguar thing because she had a lot to say about Talib Kweli, but come to find out they had a thing going on, baby. Check that out. Anyway, he came clean and like he kept it pepping though. I like how he did it. It was crazy how he did it, but he spoke up for himself and put it all out there on the line. Let niggas know what's up. So you know what I'm saying? I gotta tip my hat to Talib Kweli. You know what I'm saying? He spoke his word, kept it funky, and kept it moving. So you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is this, people. I don't know what type of energy field is going on out here right now. Like it's a lot of negativity in the world. You dig? And it seems like this force is so goddamn ridiculous, people, that it's taking the fuck over. It's like people are, it's like this shit's so crazy and strong. Other motherfuckers can pick that shit up in an instant. It's like we've gotten so far away from being actual human beings, people, that it's almost like this shit is like World War Z out here, people, nonetheless, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't lie. And if we don't start honoring something out here, if we don't get together and fucking start forming some unions or some shit like that, start really thinking about our fucking race as a people. Shout out to the NFAC, the Not Fucking Around Coalition. If I'm saying that correctly, I hope I am. The NFAC, though. The founder is Grandmaster J. We need to be familiar with this group out here as a people. Nonetheless, people. And I'm going to wrap this shit up tonight, people. Goddamn. I'm starting to break a sweat over here because, you know, as I give this shit a real good think, it rattles my brain to know that individuals would go so far to create a genocide on the whole people when the ultimate goal is really to be ruler of all. And people will go to major heights to obtain their power. Nonetheless, people, look, we got a few stories in the news, right? And we finna run that shit. So look, people, breaking news. Let's get into it. I like that. First story in the news, all right? This is crazy, but Vietnamese condom factories are being accused of recycling used prophylactics. Now, I'm going to let that sit and ponder for a minute. Irony in this. Look, the irony is people, it's not safe to use condoms anymore. Look, get the fuck out of here. Vietnamese condom factories are being accused of recycling used condoms. And that's what prophylactics is for, you know, individuals who I have to break shit down to, like Bill Nye the Science Guy. Shit is crazy. Next story in the news, all right? In California, 14 raccoons confronted a dad and his son while having a picnic at the local park. Irony, the son said, "This encounter feels like the end of days." Next story in the news. In North Carolina, a group of mountain bikers, all right, were on a trail and spotted a canine dog trapped 30 feet in a sinkhole. Irony, all it took was a pack of bologna and a big-ass bag of beef jerky and some rope. Nonetheless, people, that's going to wrap it up for the news tonight. This is Ray Massey. I'm in full effect. And, you know, this show has been all of that. So, listen, in closing, people, in a few, maybe in a week, I don't know when they're going to tally this thing up, all right? Maybe in a few days. This shit could be the night, people, all right? We're going to have a new president, or we're going to have a president that's going to finish out the full 8, all right? Question is, how are you going to let that affect you? I want you to think about that question, people. How are you going to let that affect you? Meaning, whether it's Trump or Biden, how are you about to maneuver the next 4 years, knowing that the unknowing is on the way? People, this is Ray Massey. and get the hell into it. Don't forget to smash that like button and leave a comment. Peace.